Hello and welcome to our StriveScan Fair for the National Catholic College Admission Association Virtual Fair. As you guys are entering the room, you may notice that your audio and video options are off. However, you will still be able to interact with our panelists using the Q&A feature on your screen. If you had any specific questions for one school, please include the school's name in your question. You may also notice that this session will be recorded. After today, you will be able to re-review this session on our website at strivescan.com/NCCAA. Now, without further ado, I will turn it over to our first panelist, which is Franciscan Missionaries of Our Lady University.
Hello, everybody. Still getting used to mute even after a year. You'd think we'd be used to it. So I'm Rebecca Gruntz. I am an enrollment advisor with Franciscan Missionaries of Our Lady University. We were formerly known as Our Lady of the Lake College. So we were established as a school of nursing by the Franciscan Missionaries in 1923. So we're coming up on our 100-year anniversary in a couple of years. In July, we were officially named Our Lady of the Lake College. And then July 1995, I'm sorry. And then in October 2016, we were changed to Franciscan Missionaries of Our Lady University. The reason that name change happened is because we started adding graduate level degrees. So we now offer a couple of doctorate programs and a few master programs. And with that addition, we switched over to a university. So our core values, we have service, reverence, and love for all life, joyfulness of spirit, humility, and justice. Those are some of our core values that we really try to embrace on a daily, on our daily mission. One way that we embrace service is with our service learning. Over 60,000 hours of community service have been provided year to year. This is kind of an old slide, but last year our students in their service learning course, which is a required course, actually had an opportunity to work with nursing home elderly patients and help them learn how to FaceTime and work with, see their family during the pandemic. We also have our campus ministry. Each year in a non-COVID environment, we get an opportunity to take a trip to Italy, a pilgrimage with our campus minister. So about 10 students get to go on that. And we are a place for excellence. I like to compare us to a local coffee shop. So it's a 25-to-1 student to professor ratio. You know your professors know you. We are focused on engaged learning with our simulated environment teaching hospital and anatomage table. We have free tutoring and our writing center, and it is one of the most affordable private institutions. So this is a quick look at our simulated environment teaching hospital. We have multiple simulators. We have one that gives birth, one that we can use in our radiologic technology, a child whose eyes can follow you around the room. And this is an example of our anatomage table. This really helps us embrace that value of reverence for all life. So we aren't having to continually cut into and use cadavers. These cadavers are actually built into our anatomage table. We have 4 separate ones. So our human anatomy and physiology students really get to understand the body on a deeper level. Our student life, we have multiple professional student organizations, student government associations, some student ambassadors, and we do our welcome week each year. This year we get to do it in person again, and we embrace our Franciscan week each year around St. Francis's feast day. So here's just a few pictures of our student life pre and current pandemic. One thing that our students love is our turkey bowl. They get an opportunity to bowl turkeys, frozen butterball turkeys every Thanksgiving. And we have our crawfish boil coming up in April. It'll be our first in-person crawfish boil since the pandemic. So we are getting back to our new normal. So if you're interested in admissions with FranU as a freshman coming in, you would need a minimum 2.5 tops GPA, which if you're in Louisiana, it's just your core high school GPA. And our minimum test scores, we do super score with your ACT, so a 20 composite ACT or a 950 SAT. And here's a look at our application deadlines. We have scholarships available, one full ride and multiple half tuition scholarships available for incoming freshmen. And if you're interested in learning more about Franciscan Missionaries of Our Lady University, you can give us a call at this number. You can visit our website, franu.edu/experience to set up a campus visit, or we are still doing virtual visits. So I look forward to seeing y'all and hearing from you.
Thank you so much. Up next, we have St. Anselm College.
All right. Hi, everybody. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining.
We've been here for over a century of preserving tradition, of cultivating learning, of moral and spiritual growth, of teaching the next leaders of our nation, of finding community, of holding doors for one another. Over a century of St. Anselm College. Nestled between the White Mountains and the ocean coast is home to a century of Anselmians, and it could be your next home too. We welcome you to the Queen City, to where history meets opportunity, to where we invite change into our future and respect the treasures of the past. Since 1889, we have made it our mission to foster new generations of students like you, committed in the pursuit of lifelong truth, following the path to understanding one another, for compassion, for peace. Our world needs people like you, and we want to be your first stop to get there. At our core, we honor the wisdom culled from 1,500 years of Benedictine tradition, and we're at the frontier of innovation and leadership. We believe our students come here because they have something to say, to bring to the world, and we want to give you the platform to stand on. Learn from professors who are experts in their field and care for your success. Meet people who will become your closest friends and biggest supporters. Explore your city and campus. Start creating your legacy. Find what makes you want to keep learning and never stop asking questions, even after you cross that stage. The next few years will be your time to find hidden passions, to learn from people with different stories, to celebrate, to dance, to run, to wonder, what's next? We welcome you to find out. Become a part of history and step into your future. We at St. Anselm are here for you every step of the way. The time is now.
Okay, I hope that was a nice little teaser into who we are at St. Anselm. We're a small Catholic liberal arts institution with just over 2,000 students. I'm going to share my screen one more time. Let's see here. All right. Like I mentioned, we are a small Catholic liberal arts institution with just over 2,000 students, and we are centrally located in New England. We're 1 hour from Boston, 1 hour from the beach, and 1 hour from the Lakes region. You may have actually seen us on TV. We host the presidential primary debates every 4 years. Our institution's really well known for our 54 majors and our liberal arts core, but probably more specifically our nursing program, politics, criminal justice, psychology, education, and our sciences. I think what is so wonderful about St. A's is the sense of community and the selflessness and service to others. Here are some of the majors that we have. It's very easy for students to double major and to minor at St. Anselm College. And we also have some pre-professional programs, including pre-law, pre-theology, and pre-med. I know that you are probably very soon and very early in your college search process, but we do have 3 different application deadlines. We do not have a minimum GPA or a maximum GPA, and we are test optional. We look at students holistically, and I will say that our nursing program is a little bit more competitive. I think what students love about St. A's is the opportunity to take what they're learning in the classroom and to apply that right away. And that comes from our internships, experiential learning, and study abroad. Similar to some of the other programs here today, St. Anselm is very, very passionate about service and how you can put that into your academics and start applying it right away is really important. Manchester, New Hampshire is the largest city in New Hampshire. It's the most diverse. The local high school speaks 80 different languages. So you know that whether it be a social reason to go into Manchester or for an internship or a job opportunity, you're going to be interacting with people from all walks of life, which is really important as you grow spiritually, professionally, and personally. I think another important thing about St. A's is our graduate outcomes. 99% of our students are employed, engaged in service, or headed to grad school within 6 months of graduation. I hope that as you look at colleges, you'll consider St. Anselm, our small liberal arts institution nestled in a beautiful 380-acre campus in the heart of New England. Thank you very much.
Thank you. As a reminder to the students in attendance, please use the Q&A if you had any questions for any of our panelists today. Up next, we have St. John's University.
Hi, everybody. How's it going today? I'm Joseph Saldriga. I'm one of the missions counselors from St. John's University. And let's take a journey real quick through St. John's. Perfect. All right. So you're probably going to hear this very much common theme from me is always wanting to, why stop making your mark here at St. John's when you can always make the world a better place? We create so many different opportunities for students to gain inspiration from their individual faith tradition by volunteering, fighting injustice, and serving those in need. Vincentian is always something that we're inspired by St. Vincent de Paul, compassion and zeal for service. And we definitely make sure that we reflect that in our education and in the classroom. And Metropolitan, I mean, why not? We have to take advantage of New York City's cultural diversity. And you'll see where our campuses are located because that's something to embrace too, and how diverse New York City can just be. And global. We don't just stop at New York City, we are a global component too, and that just gives us more foundation because not only our campus is Queens, Staten Island, Manhattan, but also Rome, Paris, and Limerick. New York is not just the only city to engage. We make sure St. John's unique global engagement is teaching and takes place outside the classroom. So here you guys, St. John's by the numbers. I just want you guys to take a look and just overall, not only giving you guys the advice on choosing the best college that best fits you. This is what's really unique about St. John's. Not only just the different campuses, and we'll get into the majors and colleges, but we're totally around 16 to 17,000 students enrolled, 17 to 1 student faculty ratio at our Queens campus. Staten Island's 12 to 1. So we definitely have both to cater that big university feeling, but also we have that small, intimate, private type of smaller, intimate type of feeling for when you can do from student to faculty. We have about 47 different states represented, 123 different countries. We're a big D1 community itself with 17 athletic programs and over 180 definitely student organizations for you to join. If we don't have your club, you have the power to create it, so don't even worry. We're going to get back to that 190,000 alumni network and the $418 million that students receive for financial aid. So we're definitely making sure St. John's University is affordable and also caters to you and your education. We have over 100 plus undergrad majors at our campus. So this is definitely something that St. John's, we want to make sure that every student knows that you have a best fit and it can come through an academic program. So we have our College of Pharmacy, Health and Science, Professional Studies, Liberal Arts and Science, School of Education, and our College of Business. We do 4+1, so why stop? Get a master's degree. We also have an amazing opportunities with our School of Law, so we have 3+3s. So it's definitely a great guidance towards what you need to do. We have populars going not only from our medical programs, our science, but in our business, finance, accounting, communication, fashion studies, cybersecurity, legal studies, from criminal justice, psychology, education. We have it all. As a most common theme here, building a common community of faith and service and friendship. We also at St. John's, we take making sure the pride in making the world a better place. We create opportunities for our students to not only give service, but to give back to the community, to give back to St. John's. And this is just examples from University Service Day, where every campus, even from Rome, Paris, everywhere that we are giving back to service. And this is something we try to stay true for St. Vincent de Paul, guidance that we have with our midnight runs. And definitely we take advantage of just giving back to the community. You're more than welcome to live on campus. Queens campus, we have our housing for you, which is amazing. We have an amazing meal plan from Subway, Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks, from a New York deli, from empanadas to sushi. We have it all walking distance on campus. So that freshman 15 is definitely real. But don't worry, we got a gym on campus for you, so you could definitely take advantage. All right, so our athletics, like I was saying, we are a D1 community. Definitely, if you are wanting to play in our athletic D1, it is a separate recruiting process, separate admission, and yes, separate scholarships, okay? We're definitely known for our basketball. We're 9th all-time NCAA men's basketball victories. Our home game is at Madison Square Garden. So you definitely want to take advantage of our athletics, and we do have club sports and intramurals. But from baseball, softball, fencing, golf, cross country, soccer, lacrosse, tennis, volleyball, we got it, D1 community. We are New York's team. If study abroad is for you, take advantage of Rome, Paris, and Limerick. This is amazing opportunities just for you guys to discover the world. We have top internships and top company. 94% of our students are getting internship and scoring jobs. And that goes back to that 190,000 alumni network that we were talking about. That is just a resource just for you to connect and to score a job. All right. Here's our applications requirements, okay? 2 letters of rec, personal essay, resume. We'll work for the high school transcript, and our application process is free. So the Common App, our regular St. John's University app, it's free. Hop on our website. So definitely when it's time to apply, just know your application is free. And I recommend everything for you guys to submit, and we're test optional. So no SATs or ACTs. Amazing scholarships from you, all the way from $10,000 all the way to $32,000. We're giving out scholarships, community service scholarship, and amazing opportunities. If any Catholic scholar programs, we're giving out scholarships for that as well. As you guys see at the screen, we give out so many scholarships, making sure everything is affordable for St. John's. Here's our tuition for our Queens campus, Staten Island. I also put pharmacy because that's one of our major programs, and just important dates for you guys just to look at. And yeah, definitely we're making sure our students are receiving financial aid and making sure our tuition and everything is affordable just for you guys. And I say, hey, take the opportunity to visit campus. We are doing in person. Even in the fall, we are going in person. So this is something that we're really excited to strive for. We're getting that new norm back at St. John's. And again, take advantage, come to campus, that's Queens, Staten Island, and you'll get a taste of what St. John's is all about. And really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for taking the time, and thank you.
Thank you. Up next, we have Regis University.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Nick Ting. I am one of our admissions counselors here at Regis University. You might see my colleague's name, Dominic Ziolik, on this screen right now. He is somebody who registered me for this fair. And so that's why you see his name. But my name is Nick Ting, one of our admissions counselors here. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. All right. Wonderful. So Regis University is a Jesuit Catholic liberal arts and sciences university. As a Jesuit Catholic university here in Denver, Colorado, Regis seeks to build a more just and humane world through transformative education at the frontiers of faith, reason, and culture. Regis aspires to be a community of learners who labor for a transformed world and renewed learning who journey as companions responsible to each other. Just awesome. So like I said, Regis University is located in Denver, Colorado. We were founded in 1877 in Las Vegas, New Mexico, and then in 1887 moved here to our Denver campus. Right now we're sitting at about 2,000 undergraduates. Average freshman class is an average about 500 students a year. So we're on the smaller end of schools as they come. Average class size sitting between 17 students, 17 to 25. Our student to faculty ratio is 14:1, and then 70 students is the largest class that is taught. We are sitting here on 99 acres on the northwest side of town. I say it's about a 5-minute walk to any building, depending on how late you are to class. We offer a variety of majors here at Regis. If you're thinking about some of the more popular areas that students are coming to study, we have the #1 nursing school here in the state of Colorado, and so a lot of our students coming to earn a Bachelor of Science degree in nursing. After that, anything within our healthcare field. So if you're interested in health and exercise science or healthcare administration, that is very popular. After that, our Anderson College of Business and Computing is very popular and growing like wildfire. We're also a small handful of private universities that offer a Bachelor of Science degree in neuroscience. So if you're interested in learning why the brain does what it does and how it does it, that is the degree for you. But as you can see, we offer just a little bit of everything else in between that. 64% of our students are coming into Regis University from Colorado. 33% of our students identify as first-generation students or those first in their family to earn a college degree. And then 80% of our students are living on campus in a newly renovated dorm room. And then, as you can see, the 32% male, 68% female. We think the number is slightly skewed just because of that very popular nursing degree that students are coming to study. If you've ever been to the Mile High City, this is sort of where we're located. We're located about 10 minutes away from on the northwest side of Denver, about 10 minutes away from Coors Field, from Mile High Stadium. 20 minutes west of us is Red Rocks Amphitheater. This is a very popular concert venue and very famous as well. So when they start having concerts again, definitely go and check that out. Anybody that's flown in and out of Denver knows that our airport, Denver International Airport, is not exactly in Denver proper. And I would honestly say, with all the traffic and all that these days, in Denver growing as a huge growing city, we're sitting probably about 45 minutes on a good day driving out to the airport. Biggest recommendation if you're flying in and out of town to get to our campus is to take the light rail there at DIA and take that down to Union Station here in the heart of Denver. And then again, just 10 minutes away from that is an Uber Lyft, and we're just 10 minutes away from that. Anybody that knows Colorado also knows that we have a really beautiful backyard. So any skiers and snowboarders out there, we're sitting about 40 minutes away from the closest ski resorts, about 90 minutes or so to the more popular areas like Breckenridge and Vail. All right, admissions highlights. So we are test optional as well. We are also on the common application or the Regis application. Our application is also free. Average students are coming into Regis with an average GPA of about a 3.65. So we've seen higher, we've seen lower. That's sort of the middle 50%. And we do accept weighted GPAs. If you are interested in our nursing program, our direct entry nursing program, applications are due in no later than December 1st. And then we are enrolling admissions for everything else. So within 4 to 6 weeks of your applying to us, you will have a decision from Regis. Upon your admittance to Regis, students are eligible for a merit-based scholarship based off of your cumulative weighted GPA between $5,000 and $20,000 annually. After that, our average financial aid award adds up to just over $34,000 annually. We do offer competitive scholarships that we'll send out more information for, and those typically happen in the springtime. So keep an eye out for that. And then we do promise you that as long as you're doing your part as a student at Regis, you're passing all your classes, you're meeting with your academic advisors regularly, we'll have you in and out in 4 years. We are offering virtual visits Tuesdays and Fridays, Tuesday at 10:30 a.m. and Fridays at 1:30 p.m. And we have been able to offer in-person visits as well. So if you're coming into town for a ski trip or just kind of driving through Denver, we do offer in-person visits Monday, Thursday, and Friday at 9:30 a.m. and 1:30 p.m. So definitely come and check out our great campus. You can register for a visit at regis.edu/visit. After that, you're more than welcome to follow us on social media. We know you're all on it. And so please feel free to give us a shout at Rising Rangers on Instagram, Facebook, and now most recently TikTok. So wonderful. Thank you. Thanks for your time.
Thank you. Up next, we have Marymount University.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Sophia Hines. I'm an admissions counselor with Marymount University. Just a little bit about us to start. We are located in Arlington, Virginia, about 6 miles outside of DC. So I'll talk about the benefits of that proximity soon. But we are a Catholic university. And so that means a lot of different things. Mainly it goes into our values of intellectual curiosity, service to others, and a global perspective, which I'll kind of touch on throughout. But what that means for you as an experience is that you're going to be taking 2 theology courses. Those courses can be in lack of religion or world religion. They don't have to be in Catholicism. There's a lot of different options for that. And that's the extent that it has to play. You do not have to go to Mass. You don't have to go to any services. But if you want to get involved with our Office of Spirituality, with any religion that you practice, or if you just are curious and want to explore, you're welcome to get involved with them. But that's the extent that religion has to play on your experience. We are a smaller institution. We have about 2,300 undergraduate students, as well as about 1,000 graduate students, which means you have about 17 students on average in each of your classes. Allows you to really have that one-on-one opportunity with your professors. They all have office hours, so you can go and speak with them and basically get one-on-one tutoring and really have them as your mentor. A lot of our classes are also discussion-based, so you're able to really get to know your other classmates and get a lot of different perspectives. We're also extremely diverse here. We have representation from all over the world and all over the country. We really take pride in the fact that we have about 20% of our population is international. So you really get a lot of those perspectives from all over the world. We make sure that we have an inclusive environment here for anyone from anywhere. This is an exhaustive list of all of our undergraduate as well as graduate programs. Our most popular undergraduate programs are health sciences, psychology, business administration, information technology, and nursing. Nursing specifically because it is direct entry. So if you apply as a first-year student into our nursing program, you remain in the nursing program as long as you maintain at least a 3.0 GPA in your prerequisite classes. So you don't have to reapply or take the TEAS or anything like that. So that's a huge benefit there. If you're looking forward a little bit into your master's, we do have some 4+1 programs where you complete both of your bachelor's and master's in 5 years. So that's a great opportunity to kind of get it done quick for a little bit less money. And then we also have a 3+3 program with Catholic University Law School. So if you're interested in going into law school, you do get direct entry as long as you meet their minimum requirements. You spend 3 years with us and 3 years with them. So a lot of good opportunities there. No matter what you study, you're going to do an internship. All students are guaranteed at least one. It is required before graduation, but there's a lot of different opportunities in the DMV area, DC, Maryland, and Virginia. if you're looking at something like nursing, we have connections with all of the hospitals and medical centers in the DMV area. We also have students, if you're looking at something like criminal justice or politics, we've had students work in the White House, on Capitol Hill, in the FBI and CIA. If you're looking at something like business, we have connections with a ton of the major companies in the area. So you really get your choice as to what you want to do. And we try and make sure that it fits best to what you're thinking of going into. So trying to kind of manufacture that to be as close to what you want. And you work with our career services. They're wonderful and work and can pull on all those connections that we've already made to kind of acquire that internship. We also highly encourage all of our students to do research. Since we are a smaller institution, you're able to conduct your own research if you'd like. You can see Dr. Rumkus here. He has a turtle lab on campus. If you make it to campus and you get to see the turtle lab, I highly recommend it. I do want to warn you though, there are snakes there. So if you have a fear of snakes, just beware. I wasn't ready for that, but it is very neat. And you can work with the turtle lab, even if you're not, a biology major, but there's lots of different opportunities to do research. So you can support professors in their own research if you'd like, or you conduct your own, and our professors are there to support you in whatever you're passionate about. We have 20 different sports on campus starting next year. So we're bringing on softball, but we have all of these different sports, NCAA Division III in men's and women's, and then obviously baseball is men's, softball is women's. We also have intramural and club sports available too that are great to get involved with if you're not looking for kind of the more committed of varsity sports. So one of our most popular intramural sports is canoe battleship, which you've never heard of it. I had never heard of it before I came here either. Our students get canoes and put them in a pool and try and sink the other canoes with buckets. Very, very interesting. But there's lots of different clubs like that. And speaking like clubs, we have a lot of different clubs on campus as well. So whether you want to get involved with our fashion club and help with PIM, Portfolio in Motion, our annual fashion show for our fashion students, or you want to get involved with SGA. SGA is extremely popular because we are a smaller school. And so we're able to, if you get involved with SGA, you can really have a say in what goes on campus. We try and make sure that we listen to whatever the students would like as best as possible. So getting involved with SGA is a great way to really have an effect on the campus. So there's a lot of different things you can get involved with. If you're looking at applying, we are on the Common App as well as our website. I find that a lot of students prefer the Common App just because it's more convenient. You do have to submit obviously transcripts and all of that. One letter of recommendation, we prefer that it is from a professor or teacher, and then a personal essay of 250 words or less, and that's on any topic for you. We are also fully test optional. So that's going to stay even after the pandemic, and you are eligible for admission as well as scholarships with that test optional. So if you don't submit test scores, you can still receive between $8,000 and $28,000. All of our admitted students are guaranteed between those numbers. If you're a junior this year, our early action deadline is November 15th, and our priority deadline is March 1st, but we do have rolling admission, so you can apply at any time. If you'd like to reach out to me, here's my contact information, and we are accepting tours currently, and we do have a lot of online opportunities that you can find at this link here. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. And last but not least, we have Duquesne University.
Good morning or good afternoon. My name is Joe Campion. I'm with Duquesne University, and I certainly want to echo my colleagues in welcoming you this afternoon, and want to inform you that at Duquesne, we were founded in 1878. We're founded by the Spiritan congregations, and it's an international missionary order. This photo was taken on our campus. We have a 53-acre campus in the heart of the city of Pittsburgh. It's very safe, but what's unique about it is that we're on top of a hill called the Bluff, and you'll find a tremendous opportunity to have access to one of the world's great cities, but also the safety and security of a self-defined campus. We're very fortunate also to have very small classes here. We'll get into that in a little bit as well. I would want to tell you that at Duquesne, we have students from all 50 states, 86 different nations, and there's a tremendous amount of opportunity to be involved on the campus. In the heart of the city of Pittsburgh, you'll find we're in walking distance to not only the Pittsburgh Penguins, which is our next door neighbor, but also Mercy Hospital. Healthcare is huge. And I would certainly want to point out, as you can see, these three students, while this is what's taken pre-COVID, we have been open all year long. Our numbers have been very, very low. And I would want to tell you that we're very, very excited about this coming fall. It was just announced that we'll be having commencement. That will be with the Pittsburgh, on the Pittsburgh Penguins area. We'll be having that. And there's tremendous amount of opportunities for students to be engaged. We have 9 schools on the Duquesne campus. Of those schools, science is huge. I would tell you biology, chemistry, biochemistry, physics are just a few of the majors. Biomedical engineering is also very, very involved. Health sciences, huge as well. We have a physician's assistant program, physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech language pathology, athletic training, public health, to just name a few. I would also want to tell you that music, we have a very, very talented student body. And having said that, music performance, music education, music therapy are also very engaged. We have a very, as I said, talented student body. And I say that because with our students here, we have a number of them that might be instrumentalists, that are in other disciplines, and they can certainly be engaged. Liberal arts is our cornerstone on the campus. We're very proud of the fact that the former director of the Central Intelligence Agency, General Hayden, is a grad. And I say that because internships and opportunities with government agencies are also readily available. And I would also want to point out international opportunities. While our campus is downtown, in again, a wonderful city of Pittsburgh, we also have a campus in Rome that we're looking forward to having students back in 2022, provided, of course, that this pandemic is behind us. And having said that, if you visit, and we have, as I have said, have the opportunity to have visitors all year long with student-led tours, masks are required, as well as social distancing. But our students have been adherent to these and have done just a tremendous job keeping our COVID numbers so low. Having said that as well, I would encourage you to visit. We would be delighted to have you and your families come, meet our students. While they're here on the campus, we have a Chick-fil-A, Starbucks, and they tend to be very, very popular. The weather presently is just gorgeous in the city of Pittsburgh. As I speak, we have students on the campus in one of our Division I AA championships, playing Sacred Heart University, another great school in New England, for our championship here on the campus. Those students were practicing all year long, as all of our NCCAA students have, and we were just delighted that they were doing so well. Business is a very, very popular major as well, with accounting, finance, management information systems, and international business. And I would just want to again point out that we're in very, very close proximity to Fortune 50 companies within walking distance. All of our majors are test optional, and that was this year and will be continuing next year. We use the graded weight point average, and we do have a number of students here that take advanced placement courses, college and high school courses. So please let us know about those, because again, before you would sign up for, say, AP courses, most of them will come through. There's a few exceptions to that in the areas of science. Our next door neighbor, along with the Penguins, will be UPMC Mercy Hospital, a trauma center. We have a tremendous opportunity for students to be engaged in pre-med with outstanding placements to medical school, dental school, optometry, veterinary as well. What's really unique with over 85 different majors is there's something for everybody. And I say that because we've had students on occasion that may in fact even change their majors and still be readily involved here at Duquesne and get a great experience. Faculty office hours are both virtual and in physical. All of our faculty teach, and there's a lot of depth to our programs, not only for undergraduate study, but also for graduate and doctoral study. Having said that, all of our sciences, those opportunities to be involved in research are tremendous, but there's not one discipline that does not have the ability to be involved in research. All of our programs are also direct entry. So nursing would be a classic example of that, along with our School of Education, direct entry programs there as well. I invite you to visit. Having said that, please give me a call or an email, my colleagues as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Duquesne, and thank you to all the other panelists. That concludes today's virtual session. Thank you, students, for joining us. As you exit out of this room, you will be presented with a quick survey. Please give us some feedback so we can further improve programming. Also, please feel free to find the recording for today's session online at strivescan.com/NCCAA. Thank you again for joining us, and we wish you the best of luck during your college search.